This weight needs to come off, right? I believe the sound is good. It's not too noisy. But you guys, listen, I just left Walmart, right? I was inside of Walmart. And tell me why. It's not, there's no skin color specific, but I'm inside of Walmart. And the number of mothers, yes, mothers, I'm calling out these women per usual, okay? The number of mothers that I saw inside of Walmart with their daughters being overweight, right? And of course, you got the slow people in the back. So I got to say this, right? My issue is not with the baby. I mean, I do take issue with the babies being big, but the problem is you can't blame the child, right? Hey, John, hey, me. You can't blame the child. Like if a child's overweight, I can't blame the baby. What? They don't have any money. Okay, children. I mean, kids have no money. Okay, kids are not responsible for the groceries. Kids are not responsible for the food they're being told to eat. Hey, Diana, right? Kids are not responsible for that. So if a child is overweight, I blame the parent. Okay, hey, Valen, who else am I gonna blame? I blame the parent. So I'm inside of Walmart and I see so many children. It's like so many girls, black girls, white girls, Latino girls, Arab girls. I mean, you name it, doesn't matter, right? The number of little girls I saw overweight, I was so triggered. I was just so damn triggered. And then you look at the cart, you guys, you look at what's inside the cart. It's just junk food, cheese balls, juice, not even the organic one. Okay. The like the cheap stuff for sugar and stuff, juice, this, and that. And I'm like, and then the moms are also big. So let me talk about that part. The mothers are also big. And I'm like, if you struggle with your weight, right? If you struggle with your weight, if junk food, first of all, I don't feel like anybody should introduce their kids to that kind of stuff, but whatever. If you struggle with your food, you struggle with your weight. As a mom, why would you introduce junk food to your child? Like, seriously, why would you introduce junk food to your child? Like, it's already hard. It's already hard. You struggle with eating junk food. Why teach your kids to have the love of junk food, especially for young girls? You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I mean, boys too, but with girls and stuff, because girls are mean. Girls are really mean. Girls are bullies, right? Do you want your child to go to school and get bullied? Do you want your daughter to go to school and get bullied? Do you want your daughter to be picked on? Right? Do you want your daughter to be overlooked? Sorry, I'm pushing the stroller. Y'all, listen. I used to go shopping at Walmart. Hey, Carl, what's up? You understand? I'm like, to me, that's just so damn wicked. That is so wicked. Like, if I'm a woman, I mean, I am a woman, but I don't have a girl, so that's that. But I'm like, to me, but with my boys, though, I do it too, though. But I'm like, if I had a daughter, I would want my daughter to have all the things with high school, whatever I didn't have. I would want her to have an experience in school that I didn't have. I mean, I did have it. I wasn't big, but you know what I mean? I wouldn't want my daughter to be big. I would not want my child to be big. I don't want any of my children to be big. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm overweight, I had a big back, I have a stomach, I have cellulite, my dating life is horrible. My dating life is non-existent. When I step outside, I'm completely invisible to men, right? I'm not gonna teach my daughter my loser habits. These are but that's loser stuff, man. That's just being a loser, right? You get to a certain age, you even gotta ask yourself, what do you get out of eating junk food? Okay. What do you get out of eating junk food? You have to get to a certain age. You gotta ask yourself, right? These Cheez-Its, whatever you eat, what do you get out of this stuff? Right? How does this stuff help you? How does it help you? Put the whole dating stuff aside, right? As far as your moods are concerned, so yeah, it's probably loud, but whatever. Your mood's concerned, your energy is concerned, your skin is concerned, your body is concerned, right? How does eating any of that crap, how does it serve you? It serves you none. Does nothing for you. Does absolutely nothing for you. So my thing is, why would you teach that to your child? Why would you teach that to your daughter? Right? Why would you help? Why would you be responsible for your daughter being overweight? Why would you be responsible for your daughter being overweight? You of all people, being a woman, you should want your daughter to have everything you didn't have, which means her body has to be better than yours. Her mindset has to be better than yours. Her hair has to be better than yours, right? Her grades have to be better than your grades. Like anything that for her clothes, everything. has to be better than what you ever had. Like what your mom didn't give you, what the world didn't give you, you need to make sure she has that. You need to make sure she has that. You need to make sure she's never the girl that's overlooked. Gotta make sure she's never the girl that, nobody's ever interested in. She never gets invited. I mean, even if she's not gonna go to the sleepovers, right? But it never hurts to get invited, right? You do want to be invited because it's a flex to turn people down. Like, oh, I can't do it. Okay, I can't do it. Not today. My mom said no, but thank you for inviting me though. Right? You want your child to be invited to all the birthday parties and whatever, whatever, right? You want your daughter to be a trendsetter. But I'm like, that's just crazy to me. How can so many moms do this to their kids? Like, how can you do that to your kids? How can you do that to your kids? How can you do that to your kids? You have a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, 14-year-old. Your child is overweight, and you're not doing anything to fix it. Instead, you go to Walmart and you buy the food that's making your child sick. There you go. Okay? James said that's my little Asian lady hat. Okay? You go out here, you come to Walmart, and you buy all the food that's making her sick. You buy food that's making your daughter bigger. I'm like, this is crazy. This is mean. It's very mean. It's so mean. I don't know. I'm like, this is just, I was so triggered, y'all. I was so triggered. Hey, morning prayers. I was so triggered. I'm like, yo, this is so triggering. This is so triggering. Like a child is 9 or 10 or 12, whatever. She already has to face like weight loss issues. Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever do that to a child? Especially your own child. Why would you ever do that? You know how to, oh yeah. Child, somebody told me recently that this one mom, she never cooks, right? She doesn't cook, can't cook, whatever. And so her 18-year-old, oh, sorry, her 18-year-old is now type 2 diabetic. Type 2 diabetic. I'm like, so you have such a hatred for cooking, or even if you can't cook, and I don't know why you wouldn't be able to cook though. This day and age, right? Why wouldn't you be able to cook something? Or at least if you order food, hey Preston, if you order food, why won't you try to order decent food? Right? So her son now, he's 18. He's diabetic. I'm like, you made your son diabetic? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is just crazy to me. You made your son diabetic. She's like, yeah, he has a machine and stuff. He has to track his glucose and all that crazy shit. And I'm like, for what though? For what? 18 years old, diabetic. I'm like, this is, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I'm like, your parents should look out for you. Your mom should look out for you. Your mom should look out for you. You know what I mean? I don't have a daughter. But if I had a daughter, there's no way. I mean, I have sons, but I told you because one time, yes, one time during COVID, right? Jimmy was buying all the sugar stuff. Hawaiian Punch, Hawaiian Punch, all the flavors. Doritos, all the flavors, right? The applesauce, the premium applesauce full of sugar, buying all that crap. And we kept getting into it. Because I'm like, why are you feeding this to my kids? Why are you feeding poison to my children? Okay. Oh, Wendy and Eddie, that's a whole nother live. These people are just retarded. They're really slow. It's like you don't know if they got hexed, like if somebody put a curse on them because how can you be so stupid? How can you be so stupid? Eddie's mom was right when she said that Wendy was cursed because Wendy, even though she's Igbo, she's part of like the rejected Igbo, and she tried to deny that. But I'm like, girl, at this point, there's no being those allegations. But I do another live on those fools. Okay. They need a proper life where I'm sitting now. I just left Walmart, so I left Walmart and I saw so many girls in there, so many little girls in there overweight. It made me so sad. Made me so sad. Like no child, no young person, no baby should be starting off in life having to worry about their weight, you know? Hey, Nafisa. So like, yeah, so then Trey, he got really big. Trey got really big. And I was so upset. I'm like, you damaged my child. It's big. You damaged my child. I was so hurt. They're like, James, stop buying this stuff for these kids. They don't need all the sugar. So then he started diluting it. I'm like, why are you obsessed with buying this stuff? Why are you obsessed with buying this stuff? Why do you want this stuff to come into the house? Right? Did you ever consider that maybe these kids actually like water? did you ever ask him if they like water? You guys, Trey Tur was so big, you guys. Okay? Trey Tur was so big. And because his eyes are slanted, right? This one, I'm trying to be funny, but he gets that from James's paternal grandmother. Like maybe in the Louisiana, there's a Chinese and some Asian person, but Trisha's eyes are very slanted. So imagine your eyes are slanted and your cheeks are big. Like the boy looked like a chipmunk. Okay, you couldn't even see his eyes. I'm like, his eyes were completely overtaken by his cheeks. I said, "Oh my gosh, you have damaged my child." I was so irate. I was so upset. I'm like, my son was never been, he's never been fat. He's not built to be fat. I don't want him to be fat. And I told you, do not buy this stuff and feed this stuff to my kids. But you won't listen. Oh, Lord, Lord. I was so upset, guys. But I thank God Tracer lost the weight. Oh, Lord Jesus. Reboboshente, reboboshente. Okay. I thank God he lost weight because I don't want my son to look back at his young years and say, oh, I was always the big guy. You know, because some kids will say that. Like growing up, oh, I was never small. I was always big. I'm big bone. I'm like, no, your parents failed you. Thank God, though, he put him in like swimming and stuff. But I'm like, nah, he lost the weight. And even now, Tracer, like, he will self regulate. Like, he doesn't eat seconds and things like that. He just eats one time and he's done. You know what I mean? Oh, you guys, my son's back to normal. Okay, yes, normal because there's a normal size. We were meant to walk. Okay, we were not meant to be sedentary. We were not meant to eat all this junk food. We were not meant to eat corn sugar. What's it called again? Corn, whatever it is, corn sugar, corn syrup, whatever it is. We were not meant to eat this stuff. Okay, in America, the food stuff is so poisoned. We eat stuff that's not even real. We eat stuff that's not even in nature. Yeah, sunshine. Do not let your daughter get big. Don't you dare. Do not let her get big. She has no reason to be big. Like homecoming, she needs to be able to buy whatever dress she wants. Senior prom, she needs to buy whatever dress she wants. Okay? Every yearbook, she needs to look T in every yearbook. You understand? Like even all these young girls, I'm like, I wish I played soccer, but all these girls who play soccer too, they have nice legs. They have nice legs. We have to normalize eating right for children. And we have to normalize health and fitness. Like me right now, even me, I've gained weight, I've lost weight, I've gained weight, I've lost weight. Like I'm in my 40s, like I'm 40 on another weight loss journey, right? Because I never played sports. I never had anybody like encourage me to play sports. Like I didn't think I could do it, right? But I'm like, I wish that part of my love language had been fitness, like growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have to be in your 40s to discover that you like fitness. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. You shouldn't have to be a grown adult to be like, how do you exercise? How do you walk? How do you get on a stairmaster? How do you do a DO? How do you do a hip thrust? You should know that as a teen. Hey, honey, you know what I mean? You should know as a teen. And you don't want your kids, their skin to get stretched out because that's another thing. So first you lose the weight, but then you lose the weight, and then your body is not coming back the way it should because you've been big for so long. Your skin is no longer elastic. You know? Yeah, yeah. It's really evil. It's evil. I'm like, y'all some haters. These women are haters, you guys. Like every aisle, I see a woman come out with her daughter. The daughter's overweight. I look at the mom, she's overweight. And then I see the cart, y'all. It's nothing but trash. Basura, like it's just nothing but trash in the cart. Why are you bringing this crap into the house? If you teach your kids vegetables to love vegetables, they will love it. Okay. If you teach your kids to love eating salads, they will love it. What kind of loser behavior is this? But because you don't want to change your eating habits, right? You're not willing to make a sacrifice for your daughter, right? But if this involves saving your daughter's life, you should start eating salads, right? Eat salad with your daughter. Let her see you eat the salad. You know, I thought about a thing, you guys. I ain't trying to be mean, y'all. I ain't trying to be mean and try to be disrespectful, right? But sometimes I think about like all these black kids, all these black boys who date and marry white women sometimes. Sometimes I think like, is that because they see black women just get big? Like your mom got big, she let herself go. Your sister let herself go. You know what I'm saying? And many of these white women, they run. They're always like active. They run. I mean, I think sometimes they can take it too far because they get so skinny. It's actually scary, right? But I do wonder sometimes, like, okay, yeah, my mom is pretty, but you're like, okay, your mom is black. Why are you with a white woman? But I can also see the part where it's like many black boys, their moms are just morbidly obese, y'all. We have to be honest. And that can do something for you. Like, okay, like my mom is big, my sisters are big, you know what I mean? Like my aunties are big. So you might not say it, but you might have a fear like, damn, like, am I gonna have a big ass wife? You know what I mean? You might not say it because sometimes people won't say stuff because they want to be polite. But they do worry about stuff like that. Everybody big. Everybody's big. It's like this is crazy. This is crazy. But it's like it is what it is. I mean, not like it's what it is, but we're older. But I'm like, for the young black girls coming up, we gotta do better. We have to do better. Gotta do better. Like, listen, even if your life is completely thrown away, it is what it is. But I'm like, for your daughter though, you should teach her everything you didn't have, everything you didn't know. And that includes nutrition. Yes, yes, Rachel. They have no reason to be big. They have no, even me, I'm two, like today, okay, this morning I'm 212, right? 212 pounds. And you guys, please give me a valid reason besides pregnancy. But even that, but give me a valid reason, right? Give me a valid reason why a woman is going to be 212 pounds. Like Nick Bear is like 180. Okay. Give me a valid reason. Give me a valid reason why any woman on this earth should be 212 pounds. Right? It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's the lack of self-care. It's the lack of commitment. It's the lack of dedication to oneself. But I'm like, I really wish that growing up, that fitness, like, even if it's like 45 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, I really wish that fitness had been my love language. You get me? Yeah, sunshine, it's disgusting. It's diabolical. It's evil. It's evil. You know? Because I'm like, every parent, not even just the parent, the aunties, the uncles, everybody in the family, right? La familia. Okay? Todo gente. Everybody should be like, you know what? You're not going to make the same mistakes that we made. You're not going to fall in love with food. Food is not your lover. Food is a resource, okay? Food is not here to help you with your feelings and help you with your emotions. No, that's called a damn journal. Or maybe a therapist or a counselor. Food is food. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You are not about to be in a whole relationship, a romantic relationship with food. It is never that serious. It's never that, even like right now, you guys, right now, too, let me tell you. When I tell you I'm struggling like a crackhead, okay, I'm doing a 30-day challenge, like no candy. You guys, I keep seeing candy everywhere. When I tell you that candy be talking to my spirit, oh my Lord, oh my God, right? I see candy everywhere. But I'm like, no, I want the entire month with no candy because I can do it and I will do it. It's not easy though because I'm not used to like, I don't eat candy like that all the time. But when I do buy it, shoot, I sure will eat the old bag because I have no self control. Like I will eat the entire bag. And I'm like, it's there. I might as well eat it. Right. But I'm like, this month though, sorry, my challenge for the month though is to do like 30 days without sugar, without like I have sugar, but I don't want to eat any candy per se. Like explicit, like candy in a bag. No, I don't want to eat that. I do not want to eat that. I'm gonna eat that. Don't want to eat that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, we have to teach our kids to be better than us. But I'm like, sometimes I do wonder, like, are you afraid that if your daughter is skinny, it's gonna trigger you? Right? Are you afraid that if your daughter is skinnier, with nicer skin, a prettier smile and stuff like that, and she has a better dating life than you, are you scared of that? Because I feel like there's no way you're not a witch. There is no way. If you're a woman and you're overweight and you allowed your daughter to get overweight, I think you're a witch. Like, convince me that you're not a witch. Okay? Convince me that you are not a witch. Well, how are you not a witch? Right? Because most women, not most women, but any human being with a good heart, if you ain't succeeded something, you will make sure to tell everybody, like, don't do what I did. Okay? Do not do what I did. Here's how I messed up, and I don't want you to mess up the way I did. You gonna tell everybody. And you're like, yo, I had to pay for this, right? So many missed opportunities. So, like a whole life completely missed because you're so big. Hey Mark, you're so big, right? So I'm like, I would want my daughter to miss out on the things that I missed out on because I was overweight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my daughter to have no self-esteem. I don't want my daughter to always have to pull her clothes. Like, you always pull your clothes down because you're uncomfortable, right? I don't want my daughter to have low